The whole cryptocurrency community is now experiencing something unexpected. Still, it seems that the Shiba Inu development team has known about it for a while. They were silently constructing while we were all preoccupied. They are now at last prepared to launch their initiative aimed at saving lives. Satoshi's goal of enrolling 1 billion individuals is becoming a reality. What am I talking about, though? Let's investigate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the curve in the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. The attention of the Shiba Inu development team was drawn by recent startling crypto news. 9 cryptocurrency exchange URLs have been banned by the Indian government in a recent regulatory action. Prominent platforms like Binance and Kraken are among those that are impacted. The move is a component of the government's attempts to control and keep an eye on the quickly expanding Bitcoin sector. The prohibition is a part of a larger worldwide trend where governments are placing more emphasis on digital assets in an effort to solve issues with investor protection, financial stability, and possible illegal activity. India's action to single out certain cryptocurrency exchanges is seen as an attempt to maintain regulatory standards compliance and exercise control over the trading infrastructure. The Bitcoin market in India is probably going to be significantly impacted by this move, which will force consumers and industry participants to adjust to the changing legal landscape. Market players will keep a close eye on any new developments and any authorities looking to get more understanding of the government's overarching plan for handling digital assets in the nation. Consider yourself a Shiba Inu investor negotiating the erratic Bitcoin landscape. Your investment plan may be directly impacted by the Indian government's recent statement that it would be banning some cryptocurrency exchanges, including well-known sites like Binance and Kraken. If you are a Shiba Inu cryptocurrency investor, you may be dealing with uncertainty and even interruptions to your trading activity as a result of this regulatory action. The restriction on certain exchanges may make it more difficult for you to purchase, sell, or trade Shiba Inus, which might worsen market volatility and cause liquidity issues. In addition, the regulatory crackdown can force you to reassess your whole investment portfolio in light of the implications for the larger Bitcoin industry. Since regulatory changes may have a big impact on market dynamics, the news can make you reevaluate your exposure to Shiba Inu or other digital assets and affect your appetite for risk. This is when the exciting part starts. The community around cryptocurrencies is now even more nervous, with many believing that India's recent moves are just the start of a larger trend. The worry now includes the idea that other nations would imitate and impose stricter laws or prohibitions on Bitcoin exchanges. The historical propensity of regulatory actions to impact and inspire choices in other jurisdictions is the basis for the idea that India's regulatory measures are a prelude to a wider trend. The marketplaces for cryptocurrencies are very intertwined. Economic changes in a large economy can force decision makers in other countries to reassess their position on digital assets. The knowledge that governments all over the globe are keeping a careful eye on how the Bitcoin scene is developing is what gives rise to the worry of a domino effect. Regulators are taking preemptive actions because of concerns about investor protection, financial stability, and the possible exploitation of digital assets for illegal activity. Therefore, other countries could be inspired to follow India's lead in order to protect their financial systems, since the country's actions are seen as setting a precedent. This anxiety manifests as a greater feeling of uncertainty about the regulatory environment of the future for cryptocurrency fans. There are worries over the cryptocurrency ecosystem's ability to continue growing and developing in light of the potential for some nations to enact restrictive laws. It also emphasizes how important it is for everyone involved in the cryptocurrency business to be alert and adjust to changing regulatory landscapes. Put simply, the end of the crypto age may occur if other nations decide to follow India's example. There has been a discernible trend in favor of decentralization after the release of this information. The increasing attitude points to a general trend toward adopting decentralized alternatives, which has been spurred by the regulatory worries and unpredictability surrounding established centralized Bitcoin exchanges. and Shiba Inu comes into play right now. Conversations in the Shiba Inu community often center on the idea of decentralization. Members of the team often stress that decentralization is a major factor influencing Shiba Inu's direction. This demonstrates the project's dedication to developing a decentralized environment and is consistent with the larger cryptocurrency industry concept of distributed and community-driven governance. Nonetheless, centralized exchanges continue to be attractive for a variety of reasons. The familiarity they provide to people used to conventional banking systems is one important element. The UI is easy to use. Centralized exchanges are more accessible because to their user-friendly features and expedited onboarding procedures, especially for those who are unfamiliar with cryptocurrencies. Furthermore, high liquidity levels on centralized exchanges allow for quick and easy trading of a wide range of assets. Traders looking for minimum slippage and speedy order execution find this liquidity appealing. Furthermore, a large variety of cryptocurrencies are often supported by centralized exchanges, giving consumers an extensive range to trade and invest in. Nevertheless, in spite of the widespread use of centralized exchanges, it is essential to recognize the presence of decentralized alternatives. By using blockchain networks, these decentralized exchanges provide consumers more control over their money. Principles like privacy, resistance against censorship, and community-driven governance are given priority in decentralized alternatives. Investigating decentralized alternatives becomes a smart step when considering the obstacles and regulatory uncertainty that investors must contend with. For anyone who wants to more easily traverse the constantly changing regulatory environment around cryptocurrencies. Adopting decentralization is in line with the larger spirit of empowerment and autonomy that permeates the Bitcoin movement and also solves some of the issues related to centralized exchanges. In case you were unaware, we have SHIBASWAP, an entirely decentralized exchange, in addition to Shibarium, which has been a tremendous success. In other words, it uses blockchain technology to enable peer-to-peer cryptocurrency trading that is independent of a middleman. Given the persistent obstacles that investors in India encounter, SHIBASWAP's decentralized structure has clear benefits. One important aspect is decentralization, which gives users total control and ownership over their assets. In contrast to centralized exchanges, this allays worries about future regulation modifications. Keeping control of one's finances becomes critical during uncertain or regulated periods. SHIBASWAP places a high value on user anonymity, which is a feature shared by many decentralized exchanges. Unlike its centralized competitors, transactions on this platform take place directly on the blockchain, offering a better degree of anonymity. This becomes especially important in areas where changes in regulations might affect the privacy of users. SHIBASWAP's decentralized structure and resistance to censorship guarantee its continuous functioning, even in the face of regulatory modifications that impact centralized exchanges. For users who want to be able to access trade opportunities without interruption, this resilience is essential. Yet another noteworthy feature is community governance. Decentralized exchanges, such as SHIBASWAP, often use methods in which token holders vote collaboratively to update the platform. This decentralized approach to decision-making is consistent with blockchain technology's overall philosophy. Furthermore, individuals from all around the world, including India, may trade cryptocurrencies on SHIBASWAP without being restricted by geographic location. This is particularly helpful when negotiating unclear municipal regulations. However, this isn't the reason I'm so happy. SHIBASWAP seems like a good substitute, especially if many nations ban centralized cryptocurrency exchanges, but it's important to understand that the site could not be able to handle an unexpected spike in user traffic. The possibility of a large influx of individuals looking for decentralized solutions would put stress on SHIBASWAP's current infrastructure. There are a number of reasons why SHIBASWAP was unprepared for such a large inflow. Among the possible causes are scaling issues, technical constraints, and the need for strong security measures. SHIBASWAP's decentralized structure is good, but it may also provide operational difficulties in situations when there are a lot of users. The scenario is made much more intriguing by the recent news on SHIBASWAP 2 made by the makers of Shiba Inu. This new product, which is being marketed as a fully improved version of SHIBASWAP, seems like a proactive reaction to the way regulations are changing throughout the world. It suggests that the developers could have access to insider knowledge, suggesting that the present prohibition in India is not a unique instance. In this context, the idea of a domino effect is very relevant. The developer's choice to have SHIBASWAP 2 ready for release was motivated by the possibility of regulatory proceedings outside of India. This calculated action is in line with the understanding that the cryptocurrency market is dynamic and that platform impact might spread throughout the world due to legislative changes. SHIBASWAP 2's preparation indicates the developer's forethought and willingness to adjust to changing conditions. Through platform upgrades, they want to put SHIBASWAP in a position where it can easily handle the expected influx of investors looking to take shelter in the Shiba Inu community. This calculated reaction highlights how adept Shiba Inu coders are at managing the intricate and quickly evolving regulatory landscapes that surround cryptocurrency. The anticipated influx of capital into the Shiba Inu ecosystem, brought about by legislative modifications and the possible shutdown of centralized exchanges in many nations, may boost the price of Shiba Inu cryptocurrency. This effect results from several interconnected processes. First off, there may be a spike in demand for Shiba Inu coins if more investors arrive looking for decentralized solutions like SHIBASWAP and such. Since there is a limited supply, rising demand often pushes the price of cryptocurrencies upward. Shiba Inu's tokenomics, which follow a deflationary approach, add to the possible price increase. When a lot of investors want to buy Shiba Inu tokens, the market dynamics are affected by the increased scarcity. In this circumstance, network effects also come into play. A significant rise in investors has the potential to promote collaborations, community involvement, and ecosystem expansion. Goodwill in the neighborhood tends to improve the impression of the Shiba Inu project, which in turn affects the price. Furthermore, the increase in investors might be a factor in the increasing awareness of the worth and practicality of Shiba Inu tokens in the ecosystem. SHIBASWAP 2, the updated version, may enhance the token's perceived value if it provides better functionality, security, and user experience. But speculative trading is also possible in cryptocurrency marketplaces. The notable surge in investor interest can draw speculative traders hoping to profit from future price changes. Although this speculative behavior may lead to price instability in the near term, it may also cause prices to rise overall. To put it simply, a favorable influence on the price of Shiba Inu cryptocurrency might arise from the combination of higher demand, scarcity, network effects, perceived worth, and speculative trading due to the expected entry of new investors into the ecosystem. Recall that the Shiba Inu team plans to welcome billions of new users into the Shiba Inu ecosystem, as stated by Satoshi Kazama. We treated it with suspicion at first, but day by day, it's getting more and more clear that this wasn't a joke or little matter. However, what are your thoughts about that? Leave a remark below with your thoughts. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.